All right, let's get settled in for a wonderful little story tonight. We're diving into a tale called Whiskers' Enchanted Carnival Adventure. So get ready for some starlight, a bit of magic, and a carnival you won't find on any map.
And like all the best tales, ours starts in a place that feels just a little bit magical, a cozy little town tucked right between some whispering woods and a shimmering sea. So, yeah, get comfortable. Our adventure is just about to begin. So, here we go with part 1, an unexpected journey. This is where we'll meet our heroes and see just how a totally normal evening can flip into the adventure of a lifetime.
So who are our heroes? Well, first up, we've got Elsie. She's a girl whose eyes are just full of wonder. And then there's her partner in crime, Whiskers, a mischievous little black cat whose tail is always twitching when something exciting is about to happen. There's the perfect pair, right?
So, picture this. The sun's just starting to set, the sky is all these amazing oranges and pinks, and Whiskers' tail starts doing its thing. He just knew an adventure was coming. He darts off towards the woods, with Elsie laughing and running right behind him, leaving the lights of their town far behind.
And this is where things get really magical. Deep in those woods, just when Elsie was thinking, maybe we should head back, they stumbled upon something, well, something impossible. They found the Carnival of Cats. So what do you think they found? I mean, they're so far from home, deep in the middle of these spooky, whispering woods. What kind of incredible sight could possibly be waiting for them? And there it was, a whole carnival, just appearing out of thin air. And its lights, they weren't just bright, they twinkled. It was like a handful of stars decided to fall right out of the sky and throw a party on the ground. You can just imagine how amazing that must have looked. But here's the kicker. This was no ordinary carnival. As they got a little closer, they realized the whole thing was run entirely by cats. You had cats selling tickets, cats sweeping the paths. There were even cats walking a tightrope. And the air just smelled of sweet cotton candy. With all this music and laughter floating around, Whiskers probably thought he'd found heaven. The first thing they ran to was this incredible carousel. All the animals were these beautifully carved cats. Elsie, she hopped on a majestic lion, while Whiskers, of course, picked a sleek Siamese cat. And they just spun round and round, with the world turning into this beautiful blur of lights and colors. What a perfect way to kick things off. After that amazing carousel ride, believe it or not, the night got even more interesting. It was time for some games and for making some very unexpected new friends. So they spot this game booth, and it's being run by this super distinguished-looking tomcat wearing a top hat. The game was called Whisker Toss, and the goal was, you guessed it, to toss a ring and get it to land on a cat's tail. Well, Elsie gives it a go, and with this perfect little flick of her wrist, she nails it on the very first try. The crowd of cats just went nuts.
And what was her prize? Well, it wasn't a stuffed animal. It was a tiny talking mouse named Milo. He was all dressed up in this little blue vest and a matching hat, and he pops up and says he's the best prize of all because he knows all the carnival secrets. And just like that, our little duo became a trio. Now that they had their new guide, Milo, he was about to lead Elsie and Whiskers to the real heart of all the carnival's magic. Which brings us to the Fountain of Dreams. Milo led them over to this huge hedge maze, and right before they stepped inside, he leaned in and whispered to them that there was a wonderful secret hidden right at its center, just waiting to be discovered. And what a secret it was! After making their way through all the twists and turns, they found it. A breathtaking fountain just glowing in the moonlight. And the water, it wasn't just water, it was sparkling with every single color of the rainbow. So Milo explains how the magic works. This is the Fountain of Dreams. All you have to do is whisper your deepest wish into one of the tiny leaf boats floating there, and then you set it sailing. As it floats away, your dream is sent out into the world to come true. So of course, Elsie and Whiskers both made their wishes. And as their little boats drifted off, this gentle voice just seemed to whisper on the air, carrying this beautiful message. It was like a promise that the magic they found tonight wasn't just at the carnival, it was a part of them now, and they could take it with them wherever they went. All magical nights have to come to an end. But that doesn't mean the magic just disappears. This last part is all about the magic that they get to take home with them. And sure enough, with the first little hint of dawn, the whole incredible carnival just started to fade away,
almost like it was made of mist and moonlight. It didn't leave a single thing behind, no empty booths, no tickets on the ground, only the feeling of pure joy in their hearts.
As they were walking back through the woods with their new friend Milo, now part of the family, Elsie had this quiet little thought. Adventures are absolutely wonderful, but that feeling of heading home, especially when you've got your friends by your side, well, that's its own special kind of magic too.
And that's really the true secret of their whole journey, isn't it? The carnival might be gone, but the magic is still there. It's in friendship, it's in wondering about the world, and it's in all the amazing adventures that are waiting for all of us, every single night, in our dreams.
So, as we close the book on this enchanting little story, I'll leave you with one last thought. After a trip to a magical carnival run by cats and making a wish at the Fountain of Dreams, what kind of wonderful adventure will you dream of tonight?